The liberation of Rome came just 2 days before D-Day. Those that fought on the Italian front were sometimes called D-Day dodgers, but this couldn't be further from the truth, as they encountered some of the most brutal fighting of the Second World War. Their success in taking the strategically important mountaintop monastery of Monte Cassino opened the route to Rome and the beginning of the end of the German occupation of Italy.
People come to me and said, "Where were you on D-Day?" I said, "I was busy fighting the war." Ours was not considered the major campaign. The major one was considered to be the one at Normandy. But it was a bloody one, I can tell you. In Italy, it really was. Fighting in Italy was worse than anything. It was a terrible place to be. I nearly copped it 2 or 3 times. Every second of the day you got a shell whizzing past. 10, 20, 100 bullets flying past you. Cassino was very heavily guarded. So long as the Germans were there, we couldn't make any headway. We couldn't move further up the Italian peninsula and finish the war off, you see. If we hadn't taken the Abbey, the Cassino, we'd never have got to the north, never have finished off the Germans. That's the importance of the Battle of Cassino. You were climbing hills. You were crawling up mountains. The enemy's sitting on the top of that hill. He's looking down on you. It was so high up. I actually watched it as the Americans bombed it. The huge Abbey collapsing in on itself, like a wedding cake, until all you could see is a mound of rubble afterwards. They bombed it just before our attack. We were crossing the Rapido River, ready to attack Cassino. The order went out, stand down. That meant we didn't fire anymore. And you've never heard such silence in all your life. Absolute silence. It was frightening. And you just stood there and you waited. Eventually, a British officer blew his whistle, and that meant we had to carry on now. I was getting across that Rapido River. When you're going into these situations where you know that you might not come out, you only hope that somebody will remember you. I remember that pal of mine, a large piece of shrapnel hit him right in the breast, and I cried. He was lying on the ground in a terrible state. I said, you're gonna be all right, lad. You're gonna you'll be going back to England. He died in the ambulance. We lost a lot of men. Nice if the chaps that got killed in those battles could be just remembered.